Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, everyone, hello. I had to answer a call from the vet. Alright. Yes. I'm gonna fuck the gator. I will not be reading aloud. This is something you are going to have to read yourself. September 4th. Year 201M2023 BC. Amid the arid heat of the morning sun of Valkyria Bluffs, I can't help but miss living in the more temperate weather of the Midwest. Summer sleeves are in style this year. That jacket aroma blog better be right. This suit thing is killing me. At least it's guaranteed to start getting chillier in a few weeks. Besides, I'm starting to make an impression with this. Abercrombie and Flint is all the rage these days. Amongst the dinosaurs. I saw him lean back in the hard plastic seating of the metro. I'm on my way to my first day. Holy shit, I can't read. I'm on my way to my first day in a new school. Ordinarily, I'd just be glued to my phone on the trip, but there's just too much on my mind right now. My folks' sitch requires us to move frequently, which gives me little time to fit in. Much like how a rolling stone gathers Much like how a rolling stone gathers no moss, I could never make a friend I'd keep for longer than a year. There's a lot of promises to keep in touch that petered off in months. Admittedly, it's my fault in the end. That's all going to change. Starting today, I'm going to senior year now. It's my very last chance to prepare for the world ahead. Luckily for me, the cards are stacked in my favor. I feel around my backpack for my DSLR until my fingers can absentmindedly fiddle with the mode dial. St. Hamid High School is extremely well known for their artist curriculum. In other words, I'll be surrounded by people that share my interests. Even if it's a bit of a ride away. Speaking of rides, I was hoping that my parents could drive me there today. By the time I was up though, they were already left for work. No big deal. I like the hustle and bustle of public transportation. I imagine I'm going to get used to this anyway. As time passes, my mind wanders to memories of previous schools. They all sucked. Hey, I need to make the most of the situation I'm in, not get all sad like this. I need to do something like... get up and breathe in that fresh city air. I'm interrupted by the ding of the terminal board, and the car gradually starts coming to a stop. I was probably gonna get stabbed. I step off the metro heading out of the station as I follow a few other students heading towards the school. Oddly enough, I'm only seeing dinosaur students, not another human to be seen anywhere. Must be one of those dino heavy regions. There's a lot of greenery here as well. You can almost forget how close we are to a major city. The pathway leads to a stone bridge that goes over a small creek. As I walk across, I notice other students meet in pairs and walk with each other. The air begins to fill with the sounds of laughter and stories of how their summer break went. Ah, there it is. School peeks out over the trees ahead of me, as though inspecting and welcoming me inside. St. Hammond High, my new home away from home for the next year. I stop to take a deep breath. The air here is crisp, reminding me of an old campground I went to back in elementary school. Once again, I'm handed an opportunity to make something of myself. I'm apprehensive, but hopeful. It's my last shot at this. There's no going back. I take my first step onward. Here we go again. Students mill about the front yard. School is known for its heavily prioritized art programs. Over 2/3 of the graduates end up pursuing a career in the arts. And while half of them regret it from what I've read, there's still plenty that made it, right? It's also the management's claim to fame, the facade on the front entrance being dominated by a vibrant mural. I got a good feeling about this place. Is this the same school from Snoop Game? I don't remember. A few students eyeball me as I continue walking in. Some friends whisper to each other, I just knew this jacket would pay off. The front doors are propped wide open. I already feel the cool breeze inviting me in. Inside, it's a familiar yet brand new sight. I don't think so, but maybe same world? Alright. Because it might have been just Volcano High in the original game. I don't remember though. If it's the same school, that's cool. I like that. If it's not, I mean, I don't blame them for not doing that. Actually, I was really tempted to play Volcano High before this, because I think it's only like 5 hours. But things came up, like Helldivers. I hadn't mentioned it yet. This school is also unique for its student body. It's composed almost entirely of dinosaurs. All manner of saurian, herbivores, and otherwise. Scales, feathers, tails. Is that a tether? Wings, talons, and webbed feet. Webbed hands. Not to even mention the colors. All vibrant enough to challenge the bright murals on the outside, on the school outside. Oh. Mandark and Dexter. There's probably references I missed on those sides too, I'm guessing. Doesn't students march about reconnecting with friends, past friends, and meeting new ones? I'm glad they're gonna. I wonder what references are gonna have in this one, because it was the Monarch, Farnsworth, the one dude from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I forget the. I don't remember the other ones. Some anxiously glanced at their schedules, checking every door as though they were outnumbered at random. A member of the Beals. Probably shouldn't be standing here staring. Whoa! Is that a human? Nani? Whoa! I'm soon surrounded and overran by a crowd of neon-colored teenagers. Clearly, my jacket is working like a charm. Wow, he's like a life-size mannequin. Oh, jeez. Hey, new kid. Is this what it's like to be popular? I really wasn't expecting it to happen in this quickly. A few students are taking pictures with their phones. I even see some with sketchbooks and pen in hand, rapidly scribbling on pages. Whoa, human. Are you like a foreign exchange student? In the chaos, I feel a few people touch my hands. Whoa, human skin feels weird. Okay, a bit uncalled for. Oh, it's not that bad. There's so much happening. And I don't want to be a party. Wow. I'm just getting fucked in these decisions. A few more people shout at me to get my attention. Hey, can you look over here for a side profile? Oh man, yeah, that'll be a good reference material. Wait, and you get a better look at his skin texture. Once again, I find myself frozen, only muttering quietly as I hastily try to follow their instructions. Eventually, all the Saurians take their photos and talk themselves up before dispersing back to their own friend groups. By the time I recover from the shock of the situation, the last one breaks off and I find myself seemingly all alone again. Oh, that was my chance to socialize. I blew it. You're a human, right? A Triceratop girl leans forward, scanning me up and down. This is it. Time to seal the deal and get a new friend. We're gonna fuck it up. Yeah. Close enough. Hey, can I, like, get a selfie of you? It'd be great for one of my classes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, from what I've seen with the trailer, it's a lot more energetic. Like, we're gonna see this man do flips and shit with just the spray, but it's still fun to see. She puts an arm around my back for a shoulder hug while she poses dramatically. Maybe a bit too friendly? Big smile now. She takes the picture and checks it enthusiastically. So, I'm Inko. Oh, cool. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go. Oh. What's the photo for? What's the photo for, by the way? She pauses, aloofly chewing some gum. My fashion design class. That jacket is ballin'. Ah. Thanks for the pic, hon. This guy does seem friendlier than Anon, but we also... Because Anon had to hide his power level. I still fucking love that thing. I still love that thing. Yeah, he just seems like an awkward kid for right now, or at least that's what they kind of described him as. It's because this guy isn't on 4chan all the time. Whatever. I feel my shoulders sag as I take in the now sparse hallway around me. That must have been my 15 minutes of fame. He's on... Corner my gun. I didn't even think it lasted 15 minutes. There's no way I've already blown it. Try to shake away the negative thoughts. Focus on the positives. For a brief moment, I was the talk of the school. Yeah. The familiar sound draws my attention. I know what that is. At the end of the hall, there's someone kneeling. And with one of the latest camera models, if I'm not mistaken. Hey. The guy flinches. I flinch too. I hadn't meant to shout at him. The few students around me don't bat an eye at it, though. Oh! Oh, damn, that was emotion! Sorry about the yell. No, it's fine. I managed to get the shot I wanted. The bespectacled boy, think is a passer, double checks the camera display and smiles. Yep, perfect. This will be a fine print for the yearbook. Can I see? His grin seems to widen at my interest. Of course, here. He turns the display towards me, showing me a shot of the hallway, and me as the focal point. Pretty good, right? Look a little closer, notice that I think it's a little out of focus and dark. What do you have your f-stop at? Alright, coroner, answer the question. Ah, shit. He stops and glances up at me, pleasantly surprised to get a real answer. Yeah, I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm taking it as an elective, too. with Mr. Ladutkin? Thinking back to my class schedule, the name does sound familiar. Yep. Oh snap, cool, we'll be classmates. Mr. Ladutkin's busy, so he just teaches it for one period. He offers a handout for a handshake. I'm Ben. Inko. Friend achieved. I'm actually new here. Kind of figured, being the only human student this year and all. St. Hammond isn't one of the more popular schools, but the staff put a lot of effort into the arts programs. Even the campus itself is designed like a living art piece. So, if you ever need help, from the pause I'm guessing he's offering some help. I wouldn't say no to a tour. Tour, you say? Well, I'm only going back to the principal's office, but I can point out some neat stuff along the way. Raise an eyebrow to himself in contemplation. Might be a good idea to meet the principal too. He waits for me to follow him. Alright, who's gonna be the principal this time around? Because pretty much the principal is the dude from Primal. Or whatever the series... I forget the dude's name. The one who made Samurai Jack. It kind of looked like that dude. Turns out he wasn't just an avid photographer like me, but also the school's student council president. And one of his priorities was taking photos of the schools for the school's yearbook, for the first day page. Every few minutes we'd pause so Ben could take a couple of shots, mainly the students talking to each other. Hello, Demon Zeri. Hello. Today is not a fight or flight day because I'm gonna sex the gator. We will achieve this at some point. As soon as I learn how to read aloud. Or... No, I think that's the right phrase. Man. I hate talking aloud. I hate reading aloud. School made me hate it, but now I'm doing it. Because I realize some of you aren't watching, but would like to hear what the dialogue is for this game. So I compromised, I'll read. And while I would watch, I was considering helping him some way. I mean, the camera looks amazing, and then there's all those extra lenses in the bag. I feel absolute elation to finally know someone that's into photography. And I really want to broach it, but Ben fills the air between us talking more about the school. Which is why we still go by the Feathertails, even though I think it's a tad distasteful. Oh, dang, you're pretty good at this. Do you give these tours to all the new students? Not really. Although it's something I thought about a lot. Oh, hold that thought. Lunaro? Ben goes to greet a student putting up some intricate wall banners. Oh, hey, Ben. You have a good summer vacation? I did. Great work in the decoration. They look even better than last year's. Oh, thank you. What's all this for? 2 steps aside so I can fully view the banners she just finished with. The Cultural Arts Club. We meet every Thursday after school and look at antique artwork. Ah. She initially looked past me to talk with Ben, but she grasps once she realizes, hey, you're a human, right? Oh, that's a silly question. You should totally join. I just love human culture. There's this amazing set of ancient masks in my place from ancient Europe. I just adore them. Oh, that's impressive. I think you make a good curator. You know what? I probably would. After that club display during Spirit Week last year, I gotta agree. We spent weeks studying that tribe and weeks more practicing those dances. We also studying paint with those styles. Like we're learning the techniques of the old masters. Hopefully soon we even can get into sculpting, like those old Venus statues. We plan on getting one to look at sometime this year. What do you think? It'd be great if you could come. Hey, that'd be neat. What are you saying, Ko? Maybe. I do love culture. Oh, you know it, baby. Oh, that's great. Oh, listen. We have this old chieftain dress we'd had for ages. We just have to see what it looks like on the real thing. I'll think about it. No way. I'd sooner endure a second Impact event than wear something like that. How about a third? Well, hey, nice to catch up, Lunaro. We got places to be. Take care. Bye. She waves us off, and Ben continues leading me to the principal's office. Hey, Ben. Oh, hey, Michael. Listen, can't talk now, but I'd love to catch up later, yeah? I'm floored. This guy seems to just know about everyone in the school as much as they know him. Talk about being on top of things. He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school and stops to greet a number of students happy to see him after the summer break. And sorry having to stop so much. No way. I think it's cool that you get to know everyone. Yes, it's this game. It is this game. We have not seen the gator yet, but we will. I swear to you, in the next hour, we will see the gator. If only it could be cool without making us late. He points out a few more minor landmarks in the school, eventually leading me to its biggest draw. I already knew that this place was known for art, but wow. Just outside the administrative offices, the hallway is filled with wonderful pieces of work. Painting lines the wall, with name placards beneath detailing who the artists were, all created by alumni and attending students of the school. And this is the gala. All of these pieces have been featured in all kinds of articles and presentations. Whoa. Whoa! I know, right? One moment. Ben turns to the nearest door and gives it a polite knock. Who is it? It's me, Principal Scalar. An overactor no older than her mid-30s exits the room, holding a steaming mug and sporting a tired smile. Good morning, Benjamin. Good morning. Inko, this is our esteemed principal. Good morning, ma'am. Her eyes shoot wide mid-sip of her coffee. Oh, I hadn't noticed. You'd be Mr. Ganito. There we go. Ganito, yes? Yes. But my name... How wonderful. Gone is the exhaustion on her face, instead replaced with a very wide smile. I am so happy that you've chosen our school for your last year, Mr. Nitu. Ben, be sure to give him a thorough St. Hammond welcome, okay? I already was. If you ever need any assistance, my office is always open, Mr. Nito. Not to mention, the student council is also available for help. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes, Principal Scalar. I can't believe Slenderman is well educated. You gotta dress for success. You gotta dress for the future you want. Thank you, Principal Scalar. Oh, and Ben, a moment. But the power center is dragged into the office, leaving me alone in the school gala. Whatever they're saying, I can't hear over the ambient noises of the student body. Either way, probably not something I'm meant to hear. I move a few feet away, out of earshot of the discussion inside. You know, if this was Anon, he probably would have had the option to like be by the door to listen. On the wall beside me is a framed panoramic landscape of the city, painted by hand. Oh, I like that. I like that. Wow. I could practically use this thing as a map of how detailed it is. No wonder it's hanging so predominantly by the principal's office. The gentle brushstrokes, the vibrant colors, the evening sun bouncing off each of the windows, and the majestic scarlet sky enveloping the horizon. All of which combine together to give it a dreamscape, feeling like it's an idealized vision of the city. It's beautiful. I've never been a big admirer of paintings, but I can't deny that this is a masterpiece. Only a teacher could have been able to express the scenic beauty of the city with this level of skill and passion. Oh, for all my Cavan stone sticks from my bag, and with the compact lens I keep, I barely fit the entirety of the picture in frame for the shot. Checking the copy of my display, I realized I left out the title and the artist of the piece. The tag says, Dreamscape. Artist? Oh, Halford. 9th grade. First place, 201M2020. freshmen did this? Jeez. When I look at the rest of the paintings, this is just insane. It's all so much better than what I've made. Almost all the pieces are beautifully drawn. Acrylic, charcoal, pastel, and yet not even one photo. Hey, going back. I'm a senior. How on earth am I meant to even start measuring up here? Inko? What's that sound? Stampede! Ben known to be back with the back of his hand as commotion gets closer. Hey, watch it, jackass! Slow your roll, Leatherface! My leg! I watch as the aggressor, finally rounds the corner, comes barreling down the hallway, speeding right towards. Here we go. Let's fucking go. My instincts kink in, and I stumble to the side to avoid the oncoming collision. For just a split second, I get a good look at my assailants. Marine scales, messy hair, and a faded purple hoodie. She propels herself forward with dexterous hands, spinning the large wheels on her. I only now notice that she's in a wheelchair. I didn't even know you could go that fast with one of those. She glances my way and her pupils lock onto mine. Her gray and gold eyes are marred by bags like she hasn't slept in days. The girl's entire presence is ghost-like. And that expression, it's like she's looking straight through me. Let me just turn on the volume for you guys, just in case. I'm sure she barely recognized my existence, but I don't think I'll ever forget that face. Just as fast as she came, however, she's gone. She leaves. I feel like a weight is lifted from my shoulders. At least until I trip directly into the glass case behind me. Oof. Hey, watch it. Oops. His eyes filled with worry. You looking for something? Cracks. Usually when another spoon falls into them, there's some kind of crack or scratch. Guess it's just a dino thing. You humans are lucky you don't gotta sweat over this kind of stuff. We're getting out of the swamp with this one. Hell yeah, we are. We're gonna live it up in this game. That happen often? Often enough to drain school funds and repairs. That can't be good. Well, not to brag, but I do make do. A vibrato chime echoes through the now empty hall. Freeze. Tardy on the first day? Oh, whoop. Sorry to run like that. You should get going to your first class. Want I need a tardy slip or something? Nah, it's the first day. Teachers are lenient. I'm fine either way since, you know, one of the benefits being class prez. What's your first period? Physical educate. Oh, he's dead. Ben sucks the air in through his teeth in a prolonged wince. You'll be fine. Gymnasium's down that way. Don't keep him waiting too long. I need to get going too. Keep who waiting. I gotta go too, bye. Whoa, he walks fast when he has somewhere to be. That reaction doesn't exactly instill confidence in me. I follow Ben's direction towards the school gymnasium. After all the earlier commotion, it's the first quiet moment to myself. Might as well take it to finally sort my thoughts. Let's see, what do I think of this place so far? It's certainly livelier than any other schools I've been to. Ever since I stepped foot in here, everything has been so lively. Everyone seems so exuberant. Makes me feel a little out of my depth, since I'm so used to the opposite. Here, people like that girl earlier are eager to share their hobbies almost without being prompted. Everywhere else I've been to, people just kept to themselves. Like they're only there because they have to be. It hits me. The school's art program attracts people. The students here don't have to be here. They're choosing to be here. That's why it's so active. Well, alright. What can I do with this information? It means I could probably be friends with anyone I want. Right? Weird to say, but with everyone here sort of working with each other, there's bound to be an insane level of camaraderie, too. Maybe I won't even have to try. I'm almost at the gymnasium now, though, so I'll hold this thought for later. Gym class, where the boys are separated from the men and where people with Herculean physiques are able to show off their sculpted bodies. I begin to remember how much I dreaded going to PE. The innumerable bad experiences from past schools pale in comparison to the many skidded knees and broken glasses. Hopefully the school's PE is a lot less grueling. Yeah, you were. You're about to get jumped. As I stand before the wooden double doors leading to the gym, I'm struck with how empty the area looks. That's followed by me catching the sound of physical activity coming from within the gym itself. Shoot, I really am late. Ben's earlier warning echoes in my head like a foreboding spirit. I peer through the small windows of the door and see students standing shoulder to shoulder. Towering over them is a primate who I can only guess is our gym teacher, with his arms crossed and a scowl on his face. I hope I can get away with being tardy. As I walk into... That was the gym teacher, wasn't it? Oh, that's a good one. I like that sprite right there. My first thought is how lucky I am to be alive. I didn't even know that was thrown at me, but it might as well have been a cannonball. I spot the gym teacher, and even through his baseball cap, I can feel his stare of rage pierce my soul. Such intensity, and that ideal throwing form, and only missed by centimeters. That was a warning shot. It's the soldier. Know this and know it well, son. I have a policy. Each of my platoon, yeah. I think that is Soldier from TF2. Each of my platoons get one free miss from me a year, and you just spent it. I shift my eyes to the students light up next to me, and they're so stiff with fear that I can't even tell what they're feeling. You get 3 seconds to lay it on the front of your squadron. Why in the great name of KB Rocket you are late? Well, he didn't even move. Can't take it. I shut my mouth. The simian scholar starts marching back and forth like a drill sergeant. Listen up, because I'm only saying this once. In this class, we operate on tough love. We learn from our mistakes, so you better pray to Raptor Jesus you don't forget them. Because if you do... With 3 monstrous steps, the coach closes a distance of 10 yards to tower over me. I will be very upset. It reflects poorly on all of us, and that is not something I will accept. So I would love to see you medics succeed, because if you don't, I'll make it unforgettable. Am I understood? I nod my head in fear. Fan-freaking-tastic. Now then, join the rest of your ranks and stiffen up. Once I confirm my bladder is intact, I shuffle over to where my colleagues stand. I feel them staring at me with anger, like I'm responsible for the coach's teaching style. What an appalling first impression to make. I should just quit and start over somewhere else where I still can. The teacher takes a second glance over us, reminding himself of where he was before I had interrupted. Attend, hut maggots. You will all drop and give me 20 of the finest push-ups. Those guts best be an ants fart off that pristine gym floor or else. Ooh, he really wants to look nice. Tweet! A violent, loud blow of his whistle, the coach also takes position to show the proper technique. I had my wince as my knees impact roughly on the ground. The real pain starts as I try to keep up pace with everyone around me. My biceps and forearms threaten to splinter from the weight of my body and the speed of my jerky movements. I never realized how badly shaped I was. Twee! On your feet, you bipedal slugs! This guy. He ain't human. Some kind of primate, maybe a close relative. I feel my muscles hollering in pure agony to force myself from the gymnasium floor. The time back on my feet, my breathing is heavy and coming out in whistles. Now then, since it's only first day of school, how about we have ourselves a good old game of dodgeball? Did you say dodgeball? Oh yeah, dodgeball time! I should have glanced towards the overly enthusiastic dino next to me, who was absolutely elated by the prospect of the upcoming game. When I finished the warm-up, my muscles are already screaming. My knees shake, my lungs burn, and I'm so drenched in sweat that I'm sure I might need a shower after this. Oh, he's actually drenched. I like that. There's so many nice little touches. I like this. I really don't want to play dodgeball. Aren't we lucky? First day of school and we get to play a game. I don't do dodgeball. Why not? I'm not exactly. All right, maggots, pick a side and keep the numbers even. This is a suicide match. And free for all too. Damien, why don't you socialize by picking your teammates? Shade, you're on blue team. Wait, but why are there teams if it's a free for all? Dodgeball killed MC's grandma. Alright, I'm going with the human dude. Or I can figure out the rules for this dodgeball game. The Dilophosaurus wraps an arm around my neck and brings me to his side of the field. Oh, and one last thing. His leering tone frees me to the spot. What's the first rule? We only got one. Have fun. Gang up on the weakest one! Pack tactics. Wait, what? Tweet. In a matter of seconds, the gymnasium becomes a full-blown battleground. I do my best to dodge the upcoming flurry of red rubber spears coming my way like bullets. I dive to the ground, avoiding the oncoming projectiles as they soar overhead and pelt my comrades. I hear the blows and the guttural groans of those who've already succumbed to the onslaught of inflated orbs. Combat crawling away from the fierce front, I entrench myself along the edge of the field in hopes of being ignored. I cast my gaze to the rest of my allies and... oh god, it's a full rout. So many bot... So, how's the first day of school treating you, bro? I look up to see the finned dino. The same pink Dinosaurus who had dragged me to his side of the court, staring down at me and smiling. I love that sight in my head. Just literally bullets just going around the dude. He's just looking straight down at you. You're looking up. He goes, "How you doing? You doing good there, champ? I hope you're doing good." All right, let me get a drink because doing that voice actually kind of killed my throat. Remember, I don't sing and I don't read aloud. Anytime I do, I hurt myself because of it. Like, my throat actually gets really fucked. Eh. This is just like TF2. It's a free-for-all, but there's teams. I already love this game. We haven't really seen main girl yet, but I already love this game. It's just good. It's just good. This week has been nothing but good. No, this last 2 to 3 weeks has been nothing but good games. I got Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I got Helldivers, and I got this now. And then in March, we're getting Dragon's Dogma 2. This is a win for me in terms of games. What do you think? I watched you casually dodge. Oh no, he got Ultra Instinct. Give me a second. I need these ads to stop. Okay, I think I filled the joke enough. Let me just turn off browser audio in case something pops up that I don't want to. Name's Damien, by the way. Inko. Nice to meet you. You two, Chrome Dome and Frills, who said that you had time to talk? Does my gymnasium look like a debate stage? I mean, maybe if we got some of those strands from the auditorium, maybe. I know a guy's uncle that can make a really classy podium. I look up at Damien with absolute bewilderment. What is the guy thinking? The coach looks like he's about to explode. Do not play smart with me, son. Keep your trap shut and eyes focused on the enemy. Damien just smiles and gives the coach a thumbs up, as if we weren't in the middle of an active war zone. You got it, Mr. Solly. That's Coach Solly to you. And what's the hold up, Shade? You're just making yourself look like an easy target on the floor. Get up and play to win. Alright, guess it's my time to do something of worth. But I'm not exactly good at dodgeball. Oh, maybe I can do the whole blocking thing for everyone. I should hopefully make it so that everyone isn't peeved at me for wasting the warning shot. But here's where things change. You can totally turn this around. All is equal in the court. A ball aimlessly rolls on the floor in front of me, calling out to be my ammunition. I somehow weave through 2 shots at me and pick up the ball. Oh, I'm feeling it now. I'm on fire. There's no way I'm losing now. Yeah, Inko? Yeah? You feeling it? I grab onto the ball and start blocking any shots that so much as cross our side of the field. Yeah, I'm doing it. You pissed off someone. Block 1, block 2, block 3. Now I'm really feeling it. But everyone's looking at me now. Any thought of playing the game suddenly left my mind as if it was never there. Who cares? Doing this is more than enough. I could be the Hey, new guy. A new voice captures my attention. A Crimson Power Source. Think fast. Dead. Myomo. Cinderu. The floor is cold. Maybe I shouldn't have come here at all. A pair of extremely dirty sneakers enters my field of view. You gonna get up, Shades? Oh. I'll give up. Bonk. Oh man. That hurts. How long was I out? I'm laying down something soft. Where am I? My vision clears and I sit up from the plastic bed. Did Soldier just fucking murk him right there? Cheers, bright in here. Oh shit. They broke my sunglasses. Luckily I brought my reserved pairs. Much better. I stand from the rubber mattress, taking in the tiny room finally. All alone. Not even a school nurse or anything? Oh, there she is. Looks like she's attending to another student who had his snout stuck in a cone. Huh. Look at the clock on the wall, it's already noon. That would explain the pounding headache. Finally awake, Shades? I sit ramrod straight, the fear of God stricken to me once more. Calm yourself, cadet. You ate dirt pretty hard back there. Oh man, yeah. Wait, you did that? I did, pelts you right in the back. You know why? Why, soldier? Because I messed up? Be more specific, kid. Because you gave up. You weren't willing to put up a fight. Because I couldn't be a good teammate, got hit in the face. I think he'd also accept that answer, actually. Nope. It goes after that. Oh, yeah, no, it's just they wouldn't get back up. No, you gave up. But I was doing well. You think so? I was blocking the balls and all. You weren't blocking anything. You were showing off. You found a single thing you could do and started dancing around like a clown. You focused on the easy thing and gave up the real thing. You were so focused that you forgot to look around for a moment. And here you are. I know a defeated man when I see one. And there's no way in hell I'm letting a student of mine give up so easily. It's the first period of the day. It's the first period of the first day and you're already giving up. Either way, that's a pretty bad lump you end up with. You gotta watch around some students, if you know what I mean. I blink a few times and recall the trick that yelled at me to catch, followed by pounding me in the face. That one, she's he chuckles to himself a bit. She's something, alright. Yeah, looks like the devil herself. Anyways, take the rest of the day off, kid. What? I'm telling you to go home. The principal gave the okay. Feel my head again, and there's stab pain. Am I really not good to go back to class? Wasn't I getting lectured about this a few moments ago? Well, I don't want to go up so easily. No, you should go home to your folks. He scratches the back of his head, slightly embarrassed. Right, about that. We tried calling them earlier. Couldn't reach them. I gave a sad half smile. Yeah, sounds about right. I think we can hold my own. He nods. When you get back, don't give up so easily. Alright, so... this is going to be the motif of the game, I'm guessing. Because the main message in the first game was you're not the only one in the world. So, well, in that one, so like, even if you're angry at someone, you had to try to understand their reasoning as well. And it's great because I think during those scenes, Anon did like say, hey, I understand, fuck you, but hey, let's make amends. And like, that's the way you got to the best ending. The best ending was a little hard though, because you had to like split the choices between you growing and then also Fang, the main girl, growing as well. Because there were just times where you just had to let her do her own thing to like just be more independent. Because essentially at the end, the best ending, even though I haven't seen, I know what the requirements are, is essentially you both need to grow. Like you both need to learn your own lessons. But there are some options like it was like a point system or whatever. So sometimes you wanted to help Fang, but sometimes you just need to let her figure it out on her own, because then she'll get her points. And I'm guessing this is the thing where things are gonna get hard in this, but you can't give up. But I'm a little scared that they're also gonna throw in the thing of like, you need to know when to quit. Like, they're giving you this idea in your head that, okay, you need to like not give up so easily, but also you need to know when to quit. And so that could be like the main difference between you getting like an okay route and the bad route, where main gator girl's going through something, you're trying to help her, you know, accomplish something, and at some point you have to say, we tried our best, we lost. And that's gonna be hard. Because again, you have this notion in your head that you shouldn't give up. Because I'm assuming this is like the first game where they are trying to tell you how to get the best ending right now, or at least give you one big hint. Because again, there was that second part in the first game where, yes, you need to remember you're not the only person in the world, but also you need to let other people grow as well. Give them an opportunity, which does fit into the first thing. Yeah, I'm just not explaining it well. Either way. I nod and exit the office, Coach Solly closing the door behind us. Oh, and here's for tomorrow. A brown paper bag is shoved in my arms along with my backpack. You can notice something blue and gold wrapped in plastic. If you hadn't been late, you could have changed into those. Thank you, sir. Next time, Shades, think fast. Got it? Yes, sir. His smile is positively unnerving. Now scram, cadet. He's a good guy. Tough love, he is right. I still don't know how to feel about, like, alright, cadet's on the floor and he's giving up. Alright, mercy kill. Well, this is officially the worst first day I've ever had. As my feet drag along the linoleum floor, I can't help but painfully think of all the failures of the past few hours. No thanks to a very prominent bump in the back of my head. Ow. I'm worse than everyone here, both on a creative and physical level. I know I shouldn't be bothered by it, but I hate seeing just how far behind I am compared to everyone else. I thought I'd make a few friends, new friends. What was I thinking? I stopped and shake my head for a bit. What the heck am I doing sulking like this? It's a bad first day, but it's just the first day. There's still the rest. I still met Ben and Damien. They're pretty cool. I'm not going to let my optimism be ruined just because of a bad dodgeball match. Just 2 weeks, St. Hammond. Today was a test run. Tomorrow's the real deal. Morning comes. Alright. Does anyone know what the pictures on the left are supposed to be a reference to? I feel like I know the top one, but it's just not coming to mind. Or it could just be its own thing. Either way. Yeah, again. Yeah, it could just be its own thing. I've always had a decent internal clock, but it's a new record for me to get accustomed to a new sleeping schedule in just one day. Especially with this fully grown lump on my scalp. I move an arm from my sheets and feel my head. Yeah, that's bruised real good. Could be worse though. Alright, time to get out. I slump out of bed and yawn, stretching my arms and cracking my spine a bit. My new room is pretty nice. Quite spacious, even with all the still sealed boxes. I brush my hand over one of them. The one with the other clothes box, with the other clothes. I'll get around to opening them at some point. Right now though, time for breakfast. I stroll downstairs into the heart of the house. The morning sunbeam shining through the window draws my eyes to look out to the new neighborhood. The driveway is empty. Looks like my parents are already gone for the day. No surprise there, really. All they were focused on. A shiver runs up my spine as my feet step on the icy tiles of the kitchen. My eyes are drawn to some taped up boxes that are still scattered about on the counters. There's a familiar sticky note on the fridge, and I don't even have to read it to know what it says. At this point, Mom's just wasting paper. The least you could do is reuse the same note and just make smaller amendments to it. I snag a plate from the nearest drawer and open up the freezer. No fresh produce to be seen, but there's still the mostly full box of breakfast burritos. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. Yeah, I've been trying to appreciate ethnic cultures more. I've had a few quesadillas before. You know, they even had some red peppers in there. Plate loaded with a couple of the minuscule flour wrapped meals. I set the microwave and wait for the burritos to hopefully not explode or burn inside. While I wait though, I check my phone. I scan over my newsfeed and check out some of the people I'm subscribed to, hoping that there's something to watch during my meal. Don't mind me, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Unfortunately, nobody posts videos or streams this early morning. I wish. Guess I'll watch a suggested video then. I prop my phone up and click on something random. At the ding of the microwave, I retrieve my breakfast. Oh boy. I retrieve my breakfast, carrying carefully so I don't burn my hands on the bottom of the plate. I give the first burrito test, but it's gonna be too hot. The inside. Either piping hot or it's too fucking cold. Yep, I'm relatable too. I don't want to stick it back in though. The tortilla would just become a brick then. I sure get off continuing chewing and watch my phone. Ah, Jacksepticeye. By the time the video ends, I've finished the last of the half-thawed burritos. Pocket my phone. I slip the plate into the sink and head out for the day. This time I'm at least getting through the day. Today, survival. Tomorrow, thrival. I'll work on it. On the metro again, I take a little more time to check out my surroundings. Sun shines through the windows across from my normal seat. There's this one chick that was there yesterday, probably on her way to work. She's hot. It's probably a seat routine for her at this point, or a set routine. She always does a bit of makeup first and then checks her phone the rest of the way. When the sun shines through the window, it highlights her hair in a really neat way. Like a movie poster almost. I take a picture, but it might get a little too awkward for me. Also, everything's disappeared. Why is it so dark? Ahem. How is St. Hammond treating you so far, Mr. Nito? Oh, you know, it's pretty neat. Oh? A voice so deep, I feel it reverberating in my bones calls from above. Granddad! I'm taken aback at his authoritative stature. His head is nearly grazing the top of the passenger car. How did he even get here? Oh, it's been great so far, Mr. Barris. He offers his hand for a handshake. Though his palms alone smothers my entire hand. How do you know my name? You're clearly going to school. The nearest one is St. Hammond, and I'm already aware of a new human student if you don't mind my profiling. Oh, you got all that just from looking at me? I'm partially joking. Your full name is printed on your backpack. You know that's dangerous, right? Oops. Yep, that's me, alright. But please. I know it's only been a few days since the year started, but I'd like to hear your opinion so far. Is this questionnaire or something? Not exactly, but it is something of importance to me. An assignment of mine. What does that mean? Oh, what am I being secretive for? I'm here to audit your school. See the teachers, know the students, make sure it's a proper place of learning. I wish there was something worth being secretive about. More often than not, it's just paperwork and office politics. Oh, alright then. My thoughts on the school so far. I considered telling him about a teacher nailing me with a dodgeball to make a point. Nah, I'm over it. Well, the classes that I have are great, and the teachers I have are a dynamic bunch. He thumbs the inside of his coat for a pen, but decides he doesn't need it yet. I see any favorites? I mean, I don't like to have favorites. Well, all the staff seem pretty lively. Paris lets out a heavy, rumbling chuckle. That's certainly good to hear. What of your fellow students? Made any friends? It's been a bit of a struggle. Well, it's always been that way for me since my folks move around a lot. I think I'm doing pretty good at this time around. Why do you think that is? I think it's the jacket. The jacket? That transition. He was so happy. He was so cheerful, and then just, really? I gave my lapel a quick tug for extra style points. The Coastline Cotton Nylon Bomber number 32. Part of the latest catalog by A&F. I see. Does he need to lean in so close to inspect it? If the carriage rocks in any way, he'd probably turn me into a piece of modern art against the window. And that's really what the youth are into these days. Hey, the results speak for themselves. What are you thinking about? It's got nothing to do with his work. I think I have a pretty good idea what it could be, though. He wants me. He wants this jacket. Mr. Ferris? You got no swag? Huh? Well, I guess that probably answers it. I admit to being a little gray. I'm aware I'm not exactly with it anymore. I'm pretty sure back in his day, he was quite the dresser. Well, even the older generation can dress to impress. You just gotta see what people like to wear today. I'm certainly willing to listen to the youth of today, yes. It is somewhat important to my job to know how the student body thinks. And my niece often suggests dressing more relaxed, whatever that means. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Does she ever see you in casual clothing? I'm wearing them. Bros, I can save him. I can save him. I can fix him. The rest of the trip was quick, but we continued with small talk about trends. When we arrive at my stop, he attempts to give me his business card. For someone whose mere presence could stop a fight, he seems like a genuinely nice fellow. I look forward to talking to him again. Oh boy. Oh god, those burritos are... You're about to shit yourself, young man. My stomach's rolling after the warm-ups. Alright, Megan, today we'll be working on your cardiovascular system. By that I mean a good old-fashioned mile run. You're gonna make them do a mile run on a fucking track field? You're not... If it's a track circle, that's actually hell. That's 8? 8 times around, I think? I noticed Damien's mouth open as soon as Coach Solly yells the words. And no, Damien, that does not mean I want you to time travel. I want everyone out on the track field yesterday. No, this is not full time travel. Unless, of course, you mean running so fast you hit the 88 mile an hour. Just quickly, Damien shuts his mouth again and shoots Solly a thumbs up. Solly's only reply is to let out a snorts. Double time it now, cupcakes. There's no hesitation for me this time. I follow the rest of the class and do the run Solly wanted. As expected, I rapidly fall behind the pack. Hey, Inko. Nice of you to drop by. How are you doing? Damien, what are you doing back here? No, he's lapping you, my buddy. Keeping my new buddy company, of course. What are you doing here? Trying not to vomit. You're doing great, then. Thanks, I guess. Shouldn't you be at the very front of the pack, though? Next to Mia? Nah, man, not her. Mia? You know, the one who knocked you out yesterday. A brief flashback reminds me of the red Parasaurus. Ah, her. By the by, glad to see you're doing way better today. You're even up and running. Yeah, but I didn't wind up with permanent brain damage. Hey, question. Was what happened yesterday normal around here? Well, Mia's a wild one, that's for sure. Best not to mess with her, unless you're into those kind of chicks. In which case, be my guest. As for Solly, yeah, he's always like that. You'll get used to it, though. He ain't that bad of a guy once he warms up to you. If you say so. Hey, don't worry, man. We're gonna fit right in no time flat. In fact, you stay with us at lunch. That way we can give you the proper welcome and stuff. Lunch, I mean... Inko, Damien, don't fall behind. Sully's voice snaps you from my mini stupor and makes me realize just how far behind Damien and I had fallen behind the rest of the class. Whoops, better catch up with the rest. Before Sully brings out the punitive measures. Excuse me, the what? You don't want to find out, brother. Trust me. What? Come on, dude, let's jet. Before I can say another word, Damien gets behind me and starts pushing me forward, forcing my legs to move faster than they ever should have. I have to struggle to not trip over myself, but somehow I managed to keep up with the pace that Damien was forcing my whole body to maintain. 5 minutes and 3 more laps later, I fall flat on my ass, my heart beating so fast and lungs burning so fiercely that every breath feels like sandpaper scraping against my throat. Regardless of that, though, I finish the jog. The first small step towards conquering my physical weakness. Good job, maggots. Keep this up and you'll be soldiers yet. Sully turns to me and with a slight grin shoots me a thumbs up. That's all for today. Hit the lockers, cupcakes. Damien helps me back up and I join the rest of the male students as we head back in the locker room. We talk a bit more about our interests and other school matters on the way, Damien filling me in a bit on St. Hammond's history during the 3 years he'd been in attendance. By a bit of luck, our lockers aren't that far apart from one another, but our conversation isn't a real possibility considering all the other ones going on in the relatively cramped locker room. There really isn't any more time to chat before the bell rings for our next class switch. I wave goodbye to Damien and start looking for my next class. Don't forget, lunch with the buds. I nod and reply as I turn around and head down the hall towards my next class. Making my way down the hall, I take notice of the surroundings. Though everything about the school seemed pretty normal, there are some key modifications made to better suit the majority of the student body. Mainly water fountains that settle a good 10 or more feet above me. Overall, nothing crazy special. This next class I'm kind of looking forward to. It's AP Art Design. The class looks like it's in a studio or classroom on the second floor. Part of the school here is built to be both inside and outside, with open ceilings and walls here and there. Since this is also the art wing, display pictures are coated in hydrophobic layers and framed. Although since it's the start of the year, the halls are fresh, cleared, waiting to be filled in as the semesters pass. Of course, there's no shortage of drains. This hall in particular is displayed prominently in the school's advertising material, and for good reason. The carefully and expertly built dynamic between the surrounding nature, the school, and even the building materials themselves is nothing less than mystical. I can already feel the creative juices flowing. Soon enough, I'm standing just outside the door to my next class. Much like the school wall outside, it's decorated in various colors and patterns, each corner painted and tagged by different students. I barely step foot inside before the bell rings. Since I was the last one in, all but one of the other seats were taken. It's pretty close to the front. While many of the students look well prepared, some are clearly ready to fall asleep within the next 2 minutes. Then there's the teacher. He's standing up by the board, waiting for me to finish looking around and take a seat. Since he isn't urging me to take a seat, he must be used to new students taking it all in. That must be the art teacher. Somebody looks young and old at the same time. Well, don't want to hold up class for too long. Trying not to take the teacher's hospitality for granted, I take the seat closest to me in the front row. Even with me sitting down, the art teacher still continues to idle, instead staring at the seated students with a hazy stare. Nobody else seems to be paying attention to him, save for a few people here and there. A few students are whispering something behind me. Where was he yesterday? Yeah, I'm not complaining about less work. Yeah, but on the first day? Huh? So, in a way, it's the teacher's first day as well? So I didn't miss anything in this class? That's pretty cool, actually. Bam! The teacher slams the front of his desk with both fists, the sound echoing through the room. It's a signal for all auxiliary conversations to cease, and the class obeys. Despite the sudden furniture abuse, the teacher doesn't look agitated. Rather, he's got a massive grin on his face. The phrase winning smile comes to mind. Right then, the pale pterodactyl holds what looks to be a metallic tray on a stick. Good morning, class. Thank you, Raptor Jesus, for forcing me to wear prescription shades. My classmates are all wincing in pain and wiping at their eyes. And welcome to AP Art Design. He holds up the stick haphazardly. This is a flash pan. Saw an acquaintance antique store yesterday, though thought it'd be a good introduction. It's not important. Worthless, actually. The class winces as the stick is chucked into the garbage bin and shattered. Excuse my absence yesterday. I had matters to take care of elsewhere. My name is Mr. Idekin. Within the blink of an eye, the teacher has replaced the sun on the stick with a fancy marker and managed to scroll his name across the board in the finest show of calligraphy. And I shall be your guide as we explore the expanse of the creative world. Let's not dilly-dally then, shall we? For a teacher, he's very animated. This first week, we'll be going in depth on the history of the fundamentals of art. Perhaps a little trial by fire as well, to get your creative juices flowing. There are murmurs from my classmates, though I pay them no mind. In fact, the prospect of doing some creative work to create something that I could possibly show off. For a brief moment, I picture my own name on the placard in the hallway outside the principal's office. For now, though, I'd like for you all to open up your books to page 3. Right, my book. Wait, what book? Wait. Looking around, I see that everyone else... Oh god, this is a nightmare. Looking around, I see that everyone else has a novel-sized hardcover book open. Oh. They must have gotten them yesterday. Now then, class, we'll be starting with... Hesitantly, I raise my hand. Mr. Incondenser? I, don't have a book yet. You don't have... How? The substitute passed them all... The substitute passed all of them out yesterday. Oh. His eyes flicker open a second as he connects some internal dots. The word on the street is that some new kid got concussed so hard he had to leave her. Damn, this guy! Did the street at least mention I was doing well before that? Oh, of course not. You're Mr. Nito, then. Yes, sir. Given the circumstances, I'll let it slide. For now, why don't you share with one of your classmates? I know who I want. Come on, Lord. I see what you do for others, and I want some of that for me. After class, I'll write you a note that you can give to the librarian. Thank you, sir. Don't mention it. Who you wanty, you mean? What does wanty mean? Crocodile. Wani is crocodile. Oh, okay, they're just being clever. Kind of regret being so late, because the only person I can realistically share with is the person to my side. So, hey. I love you already. Side-eyeing you so hard right now. So sick of your shit. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Wasn't she the one speeding through the hallway yesterday? Just like back then, I feel her gaze piercing cold as if she's not even seeing me next to her. Would it be okay to share the book? It'll only be for today. Excuse me. Instead of a verbal response, she lets out a defeated low groan like I just spit in her cereal. I need Pivot here to just hit me with the Xavier Renegade Angel quote of like, Just like, why don't you stand up and say that to my face? Give me 1 second. My cat's acting weird. All right. So I guess we'll leave stream right on this right now. I do apologize. I will be back with this tomorrow. Sale is acting a bit weird right now. So I'm just gonna double check a few things, make sure she's all right. She's like yowling. It is what it is. I'll get her checked out. Yes. I'll see you guys tomorrow as we continue this game. I want to do this game on stream because I think we're all gonna have fun. Because I'm ready. I'm ready. You see the look on that gator's face? I'm fucking ready. All right. Thank you all for joining me. I'm just gonna end stream here. There will be no like thanks for watching, but regardless, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna get Sayla checked out real quick. Yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.